This tutorial is about Padlet, a collaboration tool that I'm sure most of you already know about, if not all of you. But it is something I've used in my class quite a bit. I've just started with this class this year, using it actually just last week. It's one of my favorite collaboration tools. It's very simple, very easy, and it can just very, very powerful in a small group. I've come to find out when I do my science and social studies and things like that. It gives the students an opportunity to express ideas and thoughts without having to worry about embarrassment or whatever from the other members of the class. But I'm going to go ahead and go to Padlet now. The web address is www.padlet.com. And when you get there, this is the first screen you see. I'm going to go ahead and go to login. It's going to give you an option of several ways to log in. You can log in with Google, you can log in with Facebook, or you can do your email and username. I've already logged in with my Google. That is what I have my Padlet through, so I'm going to go ahead and hit log in with Google there. And as you see, my email address is going to pop up, and then it's going to take me straight to my Padlet dashboard. As you can see, I have no Padlets open. I went ahead and deleted all ones that were there, so we can pretty much start with a fresh slate. Like I said, Padlet is really easy to use. If you look across the top, you saw from the left, you see here's your Padlet Home Profile Premium. Over here on the right is where you have New Padlet. If you click there, it goes and takes you to your new Padlet. It's going to create it like it says, and this is what your first Padlet looks like. It's blank. It tells you at the bottom if you double click and drag a file anywhere to post something. On the right side is your toolbar. That is where you'll get your tools you need. At the top of your home page, if you hover over, it tells you what each one is. Create a new Padlet, your user profile, share, export, info, get help, and modify this Padlet. Modify this Padlet is where you will get your tools for changing the way your Padlet looks and functions. So I'm going to click here, and it's going to take you to your basic info. If you notice on the left has portrait, we'll get to that in just a second, but in the middle you have title. It says example Dr. Strangelove. I'm going to title mine tutorial Padlet, because this is a Padlet I'm using for the tutorial. And for the description, you don't have to put one. I'll just put tutorial here to show you how it does. Puts in the smaller font, font size under the title that you gave it. If you look to the left, you see portrait again. It has a list of pictures you can put. You can put none, which is your default setting. You can also add a picture if you like. I've done it and put my face up there before, but I usually just pick one of these. Once you pick one, so if I pick this, it pops up beside your tutorial Padlet, where you see tutorial Padlet title here. It will pop up beside it on the left. If you go down through this list, you will see they repeat. So I'm just going to go, let's just pick a little smiling monkey here, and then go back over the top, and there he is. Now I give it a title, a very short description. I give it a portrait that sometimes you can relate to title, sometimes you can't. In this case, I'm just doing it for fun. I'm going to go to wallpaper next. Wallpaper can get kind of finicky sometimes. You may pick one and it looks kind of blurry, and I'll show you how to get rid of that in a second. But I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to pick ocean, because it usually does. It looks blurry when it comes up. When it comes up, I'm going to click on ocean. It comes up, as you can see out here in the wallpaper. It has a blurry look. To get rid of that, if you would just click on it, it will shoot your toolbar back in, and it will clean up the wallpaper and how it looks, and make it a little bit more visually appealing. So I'm gonna go back over here to my modify this Padlet, and there's my wallpaper. I'm gonna stick with the ocean just because I like it. I just like the way the color looks on my board, so I use that a lot. I'm gonna go down to layout now. This is just how the posts are gonna appear. Most of the time I stick with freeform, just allow the kids to pop up where they pop up. You can also pick stream, which is more of an inline. You know, the posts are placed below each other as they go, much like a Facebook type thing. It goes in a sequential order, or you can do grid, where it's posting a grid like layout. I have personally never done grid. I have done stream, but my students tend to prefer freeform. I guess it's because they get put up in different places. The only negative side of that, as I found, is somebody may post over top of somebody else. That has happened. It hasn't happened very often, but it has happened before. So I'm going to leave it here as freeform, and I'm going to go down to my next one, which is privacy. And here you have a couple options for visibility. You make it completely private and just add by email. People can get to it. You can password protect it. You can use it as a hidden link, where basically it will have a public link, but you can't Google search it and things like that. And under hidden link, you can have can write, can view, can write, can moderate. I'm keeping on can write. go back and look, can view, you cannot, the students, whoever, cannot add new posts or edit anything that's on there. On write means they can add and edit, and moderate means they can edit any post and also can approve it when things come up. I always stick with can write just for simplicity's sake. I don't want to give the students too much control over this, but I do want to give them enough to enjoy the tool itself. And then towards the bottom you have app by username or email, and you also have more privacy controls. You can moderate the post, which will allow you to approve them before they show up. But since I've hit a couple buttons, I'll make sure I have hidden link, can write, and I'm going to submit these changes, and it says save changes. I'm going to scroll back to the top. Now I have notifications as my next choice. Notifications is simply how you'll be notified when somebody posts. You can get them to send you an email one time a day. I've never changed this. I've never received any emails, but I guess if it was something I wanted to keep a running toll of, I could very simply do that just by clicking that box. Address is really the last one I really mess with other than delete, but it gives you a current address, which is http :// and it will have all of this at the end. One thing I like to do is I like to pick a Padlet.com address, so I'll click on the button here, and at the bottom I will usually title it, or put my title after, or something that relates to my title at the end, just make it easier for me to remember and to share. So now my address is going to be Padlet.com /cscook02, which is my username, /tutorial Padlet, which is the title of my Padlet here. And I'm going to pick that one, and it will update it, save the changes. And the only two left are copy it if you want to copy with post, copy without post. I've never really messed with that too much. And delete. You can clear all the posts. You can completely delete the Padlet, or you can say no, I want to go back to the Padlet homepage. Those are your choices there. For right this second, I'm going to switch back to the basic info and show you once again what I have. This is where you would do a lot of your functioning with the way, simply how the title is and how the little things look would be your basic info and wallpaper and your layouts. Your top three are really the ones you will deal with the most. But just to show you an example of things you can do, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to take my toolbar out, and I'm just going to click over here. I'm going to double click, and I'm going to put, I'm just going to type hey, and then there's my Padlet. I can move it around if I want to. Then I'm going to come over here and say hello, how. So you'll get something like this from students. They will have a conversation with each other on the board, things like that. Another thing you can do, if I double click, you'll notice it also gives these options at the bottom. You can add an attachment of one of these ways. I'm going to add a picture right now, and I've already have one pulled up. I'm a link from web. You can, of course, you can upload. Of course, you can take a photo. But you can, one thing I do allow my students to do, I do not let them use Google in class. We use Safe Search Kids instead. But I will allow them to link from the web, and I've taught most of mine how to do that now. We're in the process of learning that now. I've got some tutorial videos I let them use and refer to. But I'm going to show you very quickly what to do. I went on and I Google searched just a Citadel Bulldogs. I came up with this image. I went to the view image. I'm going to copy the link from the top. I'm going to go back to my Padlet. I'm going to paste the link into the submit area. I'm going to click submit, and it's going to pop up and say look good. Yes, it does. I'm going to click OK, and there it is. And that is a way you can put an image up. I have done that before. Put an image up in here and had kids reply to the image or tell me what they thought it was, etc. by using excuse me, the Padlet post. That is a quick look at Padlet. The collaboration tool is very simple, very easy to use. If you have not used it in class, I would highly recommend that you do so.